Back-to-back AFC South champions, Brian. Back-to-back AFC South champions, Brian. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're going to talk some football. Houston Texans football. Today we're going to break down and recap the Houston Texans clinching the AFC South for the 6th time in a 10-year span. The 4th time with the Bill O'Brien, 2nd time in back-to-back years, 2nd time with Deshaun Watson by defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tampa 23-20. And we're going to talk about how we really feel about this game, because even though we won the game, we clinched the division, okay, all that's good. How do you really feel about this game? And how do you feel, because now you clinched, you're in the playoffs, how do you feel about the playoffs going forward? And I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like how I felt against the game against the Titans, against the game earlier this year against Jacksonville, against the game on Sunday, the Thursday night game against the Colts. Yeah, we won. I'm not too happy about the win. I didn't like the way we looked in the winning effort. Or could you really say it's a winning effort? I mean, like I said, the final score was 23-20. Jameis Winston threw 4 picks in this game. Spied you, the first two pass attempts of the game, both of them were picks. We're going to talk about it. First 2 pass attempts of the game from Jameis Winston were picks. One was a pick six by Roby, which was a nice play by Roby. Roby read that play. I don't think that was on James. I think that was Roby making a good play. Short field, able to score, get a touchdown. He undercut it right. I mean, James could have threw a little bit more over here, but I think on the most part, there was basically a good play by Roby. The second one was a bad throw by Jameis and a good play. Combination of bad play and a bad play by Jameis and a good play by Justin Reed for that pick. And Justin Reed should have got in, but they called it back on the bull. There was a block in the back, if I'm not mistaken, on a Minahu, and it wasn't a block in the back. Justin really got in there cleanly, but that was a bad decision by Jameis. But that brings me back to that. Even though that was a bad call and it should have been a pick six, but you were on the 20-yard line, and once again, this offense has won another game. Now this is week 16. This is the 15th game you've played all year. You have yet to score a touchdown on your opening drive. The only team in the NFL that has done that. And you were spotted on the 20. If I get you to the 20 and you can't punch it in, what does that tell me? What does that tell me? I put you on the 20-yard line and you still can't score a touchdown. So one more game. You have one more opportunity to score a touchdown on your opening drive. And if you don't do that, you will go a whole 16 games without scoring on your opening drive. But yet, you're an offensive-minded head coach. You're a Pro Bowl quarterback. You're a starting Pro Bowl left tackle. You're a starting Pro Bowl receiver. But yet, you can't score a touchdown on your opening drive and get 16 opportunities. Mind you, one of the opportunities, you were put on the 20-yard line. Who is that on? I'm just asking the question. Please feel free to comment if you have the answer. I'm just asking the question. Who is that really on? Who is that? Poll of the day. Who is that really on? Because after watching this game, there was no reason why this game, well, I know at one point it was 17-3, then it was 17-7, 17-17. There was no point that this game should have been that close. The Texans should have been up 21-0 because you score a touchdown on pick six. You get spotted on the 20-yard after another pick, and then after they drive the ball, you block a field goal and return a little bit. I think Cunningham returned it like 15, maybe 20, but about 15 yards at the very least. So you got good field position on your first opening 2 drives, and you couldn't do nothing with it. Not to mention, Jameis threw 4 picks. You got 5 turnovers because it was a forced fumble. You got spotted 5 times. You got 5 turnovers. Only scored on 2 of them, and one of them was a pick six. The only other one you scored on, if I'm not mistaken, was it the J. Joe pick? Either the J. Joe pick or the well, no, because you got a field goal out of 1. So you got 17 points out of 5 turnovers, and one of them was a pick six. So your offense only scored twice off of turnovers, and one of them was a field goal. Come on, man. Really? What are we talking about? Like, what are we really here talking about? Why did that offense look so uninspired and so stagnant? The whole entire game, from start to finish. It's like they didn't want to play football today. Like, why it look like that? I know people going to be out there, we know Deshaun was missing throws. Yeah, he was. Deshaun was missing a couple throws. So, but then, you also show him how he was rubbing on his ankle a couple times. I don't think he was able to plant. So that's probably the reason why some of those throws was high. Same thing with Jameis. Jameis, if you want to be real, Jameis was out there missing throws. If you want to be all the way trill, really Tampa Bay, the way we was playing, Tampa Bay should have blew us out. Imagine if they would have had Mike Evans, and imagine if they would have had Godwin, whatever his name is. I think it's Godwin. Because Jameis was putting the ball up there. He was overthrowing guys. Remember, he has a fractured thumb on his throwing hand. So, of course, he's throwing to people who making their first career catches, people first time ever being activated, guys ain't never seen the field outside of the preseason, in the field time. He out there playing with them. And he's throwing on a fractured hand. He has a fractured thumb. And he's still out there putting 335 yards on you. I told y'all coming into this game. I told y'all all week long that, hey, I would be shocked. Even though he missing this 1 and this 2, I would be shocked if Jameis throws for less than 300 yards. I told y'all this. I told y'all I would be shocked if he threw, because the way Byron calls plays, the type of gunslinger mentality Jameis is, and what I told you, he was like 430-some yards away from reaching 5,000. He gonna get that 5,000. He gonna throw you some picks. He gonna throw you a lot of picks. But he gonna also throw you some interceptions. He gonna put some yards on that board. And they kept on throwing it without their number one, number two. Why, when our offense changed when Will Fuller goes down? Because once again, Will Fuller got hurt. I think it was a groin this time. He missed from the second quarter on that he missed. And then Ken Stills put up lame a little bit too towards the end, but then came back, and I know he finished out that last drive of the game. So my thing is this. Why is our offense called differently when we missing our second receiver? Our offense is completely different. But they can miss their number one, their number two, and they still out there throwing the ball. I mean, let's be honest. We won this game, but the Texans were lucky to win this game. Like the fourth down play that the tight end dropped. Like, he was right there. It was easy money for him. The tight end just dropped it. The Texans were very fortunate to win this game. How confident can you be going into the postseason? Yes, we won the division 6 times. We've won the division more times than any team in the NFL in the past 10 years. So from 2010 all the way to 2019. In this decade, we've won the division 6 times. That's the most. Well, it's second in the NFL, only behind the Patriots. The Patriots are number one because they've won all 10 times. They won the division all 10 times. Well, actually 9, because they're in the battle right now with Buffalo. Because if Buffalo wins out, Buffalo can actually win the division. But that's the type of situation that we're in. That we won the division 6 times out of a 10-year span, which is second only behind the New England Patriots. How many times have you won a playoff game? How many times have you been to an AFC Championship game? None. How many times have you been to the divisional round, won a playoff game? 3. So that's halfway. How many times was it against a quality opponent? The first one. That's the only one you can really give credit for, because they had a rookie quarterback, you had a rookie quarterback. Because the second one, 2012, you beat a Bengals team, but you shouldn't even be in that situation. And then, of course, the Connor Cook game. And then you have the 2 losses with Bill O'Brien, getting shut out against Kansas City, and then last year against the Colts. And we're going to see about this year, because this is the 6th one. We're going to see about this one. Will we play Buffalo? Will we play Pittsburgh? Could we play the Titans? All those things. Those are the matchups more than likely. It's either going to be Buffalo, Pittsburgh, the Titans. There's an outside chance it could be the Patriots. Like I said, if Buffalo wins the division, the Patriots could slip down. It could be them. So it all depends on who it's going to be. So the opponent is remain to be seen. But how much confidence do you have against any of those teams? Not to mention the Kansas Cities, the New Englands, and the Baltimores. Like where's your confidence level really? I said this probably after the Broncos game. This team is good enough on the field. This team is good enough personnel-wise on the field to line up and beat anybody you play against. Anybody you put on that field, they're good enough to beat any of them. But they coach bad enough to lose to everyone. They coach bad enough to lose to everybody. Everybody. Because you probably have said that, man, we could probably beat Pittsburgh. Man, they out there throwing out Devlin and Duck Hodges. We could beat them. How did the Drew Luck situation happen in NRG at that? Oh, you were down 38-3 before you scored a touchdown. In the middle of the third quarter, you're down 38-3. You're down 5 touchdowns to Drew Lock, making his second career start, his second career activation. Because once again, second time he put on pass. He hasn't been active all year except the game before and then your game. How did he do last week? I don't remember the numbers, but I don't think he threw for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns like he did against you. Without even using his number 1 receiver. Like, it is a problem. And like I said, it's a shame that the offense looks so stagnant. And you can tell that Deshaun himself was getting frustrated. Andre, once again, it is the third time I done looked across and seen Andre on the sideline, who don't even play no more, looked like he want to fight somebody. He had that same look he had when he was going up against Cortland Finnegan. Like, he got that same, I want to punch somebody type look. He's not even playing. It's just the frustration, man. He's like, man, this franchise cannot get up out their own way. And the same thing with Deshaun. That's why Deshaun was going back with Bill O'Brien. Like, the frustration level is getting there. Because why is this offense being called the same way? When you look on the opposite side and see a guy who's thrown 2 picks with his first 2 pass attempts, he's missing his number 1. He's missing his number 2. But yet he's still slanging that thing. They still give him all the confidence in the world to constantly throw the football up and down the field. They don't care. Like I said last time, the type of offense that we play, we let Bill O'Brien has this whole game plan thing or whatever he got going on. We don't step up and be like, hey, we're going to play football. Because the Patriots, Green Bay, the Saints, the Chiefs, and the Ravens, they step up, they come up to the field like, hey, either you going to stop us or we going to hang 50 on you. What you going to do? That's how they approach every single game. They go up on the field like, hey, we about to either hang 50, you going to either stop us or we going to hang 50 on you. What you want to do? That's the only thing you can do. Those are your only options. Stop and slow us down or let us hang 50 on you. Because there ain't no in between. We're not about to dictate and let you do what you want to do. We're not about to play this game with you. We're not about to play footsies with you. We're about to go out there and do what we do. This team has too much talent for them not to do that. They have too much talent for you. Everybody was full strength. You on the 20-yard line. You can't score a touchdown. They spot you 5 turnovers. You can't put no points up. You can't. They defense is ranked 30th in the pass, but yet you want to run the football 10 out of 13 downs. Out of 13 first downs, you ran the football 10 times. Why? They are the number 1 ranked defense on the run, but 30th in pass. They pass defense is worse than yours. And now look at talk about our pass defense because if, like I said, if Evans and Godwin was there, they would get abused. Because Roby, after Roby makes that pick, Roby was getting abused out there. Conley, I said this last week that I felt that Conley is the best corner. Conley played great, in my opinion, against the Titans last week. Conley played good against the Titans. He showed up at the end against Oakland, his first game here. He played good against the Colts on Thursday night. He played great against Jacksonville and London. I don't know where that was today. Because he was getting beat. He was getting snagged on. And some of that snagged on kind of, a height advantage. With Lonnie at. Maybe if Mike Evans would have played, Lonnie would have played because maybe you want to use size on size, but nah, because that was the case. Lonnie should have played Kona last week when we were going up against Corey Davis. Because I think Corey Davis is 6'4". And A.J. Brown's a big guy as well. A.J. Brown was abusing Roby last week. I told y'all that. A.J. Brown was straight manhandling, being a grown man against Bradley Roby because Bradley Roby is a small corner. And yet again, the same thing holds true again today. Because after Roby got that pick 6, Roby ain't show up no more. Like I said, only corner who played well, decent today, was J-Jo. Because J-Jo made a pick, and after that, they didn't want to target him more. J-Jo's the only one that was being physical. Hargraves, I like the tackle he got on, was it 4th down? No, it was 3rd down. That's what made them go for the 4th down because he made the tackle for loss in the backfield. I like that tackle. And also he got a key holding call that got one of their 4th downs brought back. Conley dropped the pick in the end zone, would have been an easy pick. It was right there to him, right in his face mask. Easy pick. Easy. Easy money. Couldn't come up with the play. Secondary, just I like the talent that we acquired, and I think some of it is going to be they got to continue to play more because this is their third game, I think, playing together. Because first time they all played together was the Denver game, which might be the worst game on the schedule. They played last week and then they played again this week, but again, no Lonnie. I don't know why they not playing Lonnie. Uh, I don't know if he making some mistakes in practice, but just because his size and his physicality, because they can't just be just that mad about him because he did get some pass interference calls against that Denver game, but everybody played bad that Denver game. It ain't like he was the only one who played bad. Everybody defensively played bad in that Denver game. Ain't nobody played good. Ain't nobody at all played good in that Denver game outside Carlos Hyde. Carlos Hyde played well. Carlos and Hop, they only wanted to play hard in that Denver game. Everybody else was so-so. Everybody else was so-so in that Denver game. And then my boy Duke got the fumble. Because we had two turnovers. Duke had a fumble, and then Deshaun threw a pick at the end of the first half. But not being aggressive when we should have been. Like, this game should have been over before it started. After that pick six, and then the next play you get picked and get spotted on 20, you're supposed to put your foot on their throat. Choke them out. Choke them out. Win the division convincingly. The division on the line today, we're going to go out there, we're going to put our foot down their throat, we're going to score 45 and win 45-20, we division champs. I can respect that. That's something I can respect. If they would have came out there and did that type of stuff, but no, this old, pitch back and forth, hot potato. Oh, as long as we got one more point, guys, we won the game, yay. All that participation stuff. No. That's not cool. That's not cool with me. I'm sitting there looking, man, look how they calling plays over there. That's why I put on Twitter, man, somebody go get Lincoln Riley or Byron Leftwich immediately. Because this offense is too talented across the board from offensive line playing better than it has before. You got better receivers, you got better tight ends, you got better backs, your quarterback, more in the system. But yeah, you still playing like you got Brock Osweiler out there. Like you still got Ryan Mallett. And still got Brian Hoyer and Ryan Fitzpatrick and Tom Savage and Taylor Heineke and all them other guys. Still playing like that. I'm not even gonna I ain't gonna even throw my boy TJ in there because I know what it is when it comes to TJ. Like TJ gonna play. So, and I think that's the reason why Deshaun had the frustration that he had, why he was fussing at the receivers. And on the sideline, y'all seen it, him fussing at Bill O'Brien. And Bill O'Brien trying to get back at him. I wish he would have took that helmet off. I wish Deshaun would, how they say, never touch that's the sign we know a woman going off when she take off her earrings that she about to squab. I wish Deshaun would have pulled that helmet like, what's up, cuz? Because, like, he was genuinely mad. And I agree with him. I was mad, too. Even though you winning, you should be dominating. Where's the domination? Where's being a grown man? Like, I'm overpowering everybody. Where is that? I don't know where it's at. So, yeah, we won the AFC South today. We beat Tampa Bay today. We won the AFC South. We're going to the playoffs. We're going to host a playoff game. If Kansas City lose and you win next week, you can be the 3 seed. If not, you're going to be the 4 seed and most likely play Buffalo or New England if Buffalo wins their division. And then have to go to Baltimore in the division round if you're happy to get past the first round. If you're the 3 seed, you be playing Pittsburgh. You could be playing the Titans. I think it's an outside chance you might be able to be playing Cleveland. I think Cleveland still has a chance to get in, if I'm not mistaken, mathematically. But they're more likely to get eliminated by this weekend. Not even on their own. They will have to hope other stuff to happen for them. And then plus they play Baltimore tomorrow. So yeah, they'll get eliminated tomorrow because they'll lose to Baltimore. And at the very least, one of them other teams going to win and they'll be knocked out by that way anyway. So those could possibly be your opponents. Do you really have confidence? Where's the confidence level? I'm going to leave y'all with this. Where's the confidence level of, yes, you're in the playoffs, but where's your confidence level going into the playoffs? Where's your confidence level going in? Because the game against the Titans next week, for us, doesn't matter because we're already in the playoffs. it might help us get 3 seed. But that's, to me, I think that's irrelevant because where's your confidence level once you get into the tournament? Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell, get more videos. I holla.